Hey guys, what's up? Today we're going to be taking a look at Tokyo Mirage Sessions, a game that is highly wanted on Cemu emulator by pretty much everyone these days. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to come to my helper folder, find the game itself. As you can see, I haven't actually added the DLC, but if I add the DLC, the same thing happens as you're going to see in this video at the end. So as you can see, the game actually loads and boots into its menu. So yeah, let's just see if it actually fully works. So in the menus we have pretty much full functionality. Let's start a new game. We have first select game difficulties and difficulty in battles, doesn't affect. Start the game with which difficulty? A, and we'll just go with normal and see how this goes. Begin the game with normal difficulty setting, yes. Okay, so far so good. Just going to turn the audio up a little bit just so you guys can kind of hear it. So yeah, you can hear there that the audio is working fully. It's a little bit crackly, and even when I turned on RDTSC, the experimental option, it didn't fix this. So there are some audio issues, but the cutscenes do actually render and the audio is not too bad. I'm going to have to mute most of the audio because if anyone here is familiar with Atlas's stamp on emulation on PC, they basically don't allow anyone to cover it, and if basically their bot detects their music, they'll basically copyright strike this video. So that's why the audio is currently muted for the game. So mass disappearance, opera house, audience, whereabouts still unknown for veteran actor. Okay, this is another cutscene, so I'm probably just going to skip this if I'm being honest, because we want to actually see if the game actually goes in-game and what its performance is like. So we are in a gameplay segment now, and as you can see, the graphics are not currently rendering correctly at all. Everything is basically rendering in this weird grey stylized version. Now some of the graphics are rendering properly, like some of the characters and posters and lighting effects, but as a whole the game isn't correctly rendering and probably isn't playable in this state. Let's fast forward again to a slightly further on section and see what the conversation stuff is like. Okay, so all the input stuff works when the characters actually talk, and you can... Okay, bring up my phone, so I'm going to have to open up my secondary screen, so I'm going to have to come up to options and open up my separate screen. So options, separate screen, new urgent topic. Okay, read urgent topic. Okay, so this all works, so the second screen works. You can fully go through all of this, so skip. Yeah, so that's cool. So at least we know that the secondary screen also works, so that's nice. Okay. Yeah, okay, let's skip on to a slightly further on section and see what it's like once we actually get a little bit into the game. Okay, so we are a few minutes, probably about 10 minutes further on into the game, and we are still getting these even weirder texture bugs, as you can see on screen. The game, it's semi-playable in this state. You could probably play the game, but I'd say it's more so in a bootable state rather than saying it is fully playable, because this isn't playable. Like, this is not the way you want to play this kind of a game. Okay, so fast forwarding on another small amount. This is just after Tsubasa gets kidnapped, I believe. So you can, once again, it says press Y to open your menu, press Y. That didn't work. Press what? Oh, okay, I pressed X. Whoops. So the menus render quite well. System, save. You can save your game. I'm just going to save my game in this stage and come back into game. And it is at this stage of the game, basically when you go to enter your very first dungeon, that pretty much no matter what you do, I have tried every configuration of different recompilers, different CPU rendering modes, and I couldn't get the game to go past this freeze. Basically every time I got this freeze, I had to even open my task manager and close the game down, because clicking the X on Cemu itself just wouldn't do anything at all. It just this music stayed playing in the background, so I had to actually open Task Manager and go to details and close Cemu itself. So there you have it. That is exactly the progress that has been made in Cemu 1.11.4 and Tokyo Mirage Sessions. Hopefully this video has shed some light and saved you some time in troubleshooting this game, as it boots, goes in game, but basically freezes on this screen no matter what different configuration you try. So as always guys, cheers for checking out the video. Remember to like it if you liked it, dislike it if you didn't, and subscribe to the channel if you want to see all future videos from me.